They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Badgers offense is on the field for the first time today. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it.
Turning it on! Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, a new set of downs.
It's complete! They will score! Touchdown, Badgers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like, when you've got a defensive line they can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're working that left side. Finds a crease at the 20. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive,
he's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Rebels in the hurry up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Play action. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Looking to fire. It's complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you gotta have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. On the ground, it's Ivory. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Quickly to the tight end. The spin, still on his feet. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Badger! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Got his man downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Smells it. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. And him on the ground, they get the turnover, they get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finish.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. They're going to open this drive with a pass.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a one-yard gain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beal. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he
Breaks into the open. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He's going to run it. Got room at the 35. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Badgers are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And the Badgers are in the red zone. The give to the left. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Badger! These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. Defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they take it in for 6 more points. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
And I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Caught behind the line. It's Beal. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Right on the money. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Badger! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Badgers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has him set up 1st and 10 from the 48. They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes a man miss. Almost popped free on the screen, but he stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The give to the single back. Not much much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
This time it's complete. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Badgers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, looking for a man. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you got to have that clock in your head, man. You get inside the 5-yard line, you better get rid of the ball. You better see it and throw it. He does a bad job holding on to the football. The defense makes the sack and puts him in 3rd and long.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Biletnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. From midfield, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He's got the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Badgers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Badger!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Houston had an impressive showing at home today. And I know the fans there in Clutch City are ready for hoops. But pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron, too, people. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Hainsworth. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The misconnection leaves him with a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Found the spot in the defense. Running through contact. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. We enter the fourth quarter. Let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Now it's going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. There he goes! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it to the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking for room, it's Ivory. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Using the quick game, they'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Flying down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Badgers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Offense trying to keep them off balance on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Badgers will snap it on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw.
Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a first and 10 from the 26. Gives it on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Leaves it with the back. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. To the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a 1st down before going out of bounds. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.